Asura, do you see here what I have in my hands? These are known as the Blades of Chaos. I am going to shove them so far up your ass that you will wish you'll never wanted this fight. Stand down, and I shall let you have your life. What am I doing? Asura, do you see these blades of chaos? I'll shove them so far up your ass I'll make you wish you never wanted this. What am I doing?
Shut your stupid.
Now, you obviously know who I'm for. As you can tell, I have the Blades of Chaos in my hands. I'm all Team Kratos. But hold on, that's not to say Asura is weak. He's just not Kratos, okay? I've played the Asura's Wrath game growing up, and like I said, Asura, he's pretty overpowered. Like, he literally killed the god of his universe, so that's pretty impressive no matter how you look at it. But this is Kratos who we're talking about, a being that beat Zeus, and Zeus beat the creators of his verse. So it's pretty black and white here, okay? Kratos is stronger than Asura. Man, I'm curious. Let me know in the comment section down below who you guys think is stronger, Kratos or Asura. You know, I really think this debate started to go left once they started comparing Kratos to Goku and Sun Wukong, which is just crazy to me. I really do think Kratos could beat Goku, but Sun Wukong, that's a little bit too much, you know? And you don't see Asura being compared to those two characters. So whenever I started seeing those comparisons, I knew it was like, come on, Kratos is far ahead of this guy. I'm gonna make a prediction and say Kratos is gonna win this because he is stronger no matter how you look at it. Yeah, man, let's just see what Death Battle does, because like you know how Death Battle is. Sometimes they do a good ending, sometimes they do a bad ending, alternate ending. But like I said, I'm really curious to see how they do the outcome of this battle. I would be fine with either winning, honestly, because I love both of them so much. But Kratos should win. So yeah, without further ado, man, let's get into it, you guys. Let's get into it. Oh, let's do it, man. Kratos versus Asura. Oh my gosh, man. I'm really excited to see who Death Battle is actually going to make win, bro.
Versus Asura.
Because you could literally make an argument for both of them.
Because sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang!
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
And just think about that. Zeus beat those primordial beings that created the world with one slash of the Blade of Olympus. And that wasn't even a fully powered Zeus. That was like I think like a teenager Zeus. And then Kratos goes on to later beat a even more souped up and more powerful version of Zeus. Just let that process in your mind for a second, bro. Kratos is literally him.
Starting the whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
Yep, a lot of sons overthrowing their fathers. Okay, so let's take a look at Kratos' background. He's part god, so he's a demigod. He's over thousands of years. Kratos is not 7'8". That is a lie. Former names: Ghost of Sparta, the god of war, the marked warrior, likes Atreus. Okay.
Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass.
I can't remember what game
yours.
that one's from. Man, I really gotta go back and play some of the God of War games, bro.
A set of chain swords.
Man, I gotta go back and play them.
Whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family.
Wow.
Permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the ghost of Sparta.
So he was.
So that's how you got his name.
Really
okay.
Pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. and got some new gear out of it too.
With Poseidon's trident and Icarus's
Wow,
wings.
hold on. Let's look at this now. So these are all of his. This is like his full kit, man. He has so much, dude. I know what the blades of chaos and the blades of Olympus. I know what that is, and I know what the Leviathan axe is. And dang, bro, what is all of this?
Dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades himself.
Wow, dude, that is broken. A weapon that can steal souls?
For Kratos, nor was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength,
and he beat that,
the load-bearing
dude.
pillar of the universe. So
Wow,
Kratos
dude.
forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Oh, that's insane, dude.
Kratos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence.
So,
causing shock.
just from that feat alone, Kratos is already universal, you guys, which is pretty insane.
Shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light, a frankly incomprehensible feat.
Then there's Daddy Zeus,
who proved a serious challenge until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
Yep.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
What? Look
Like
at
a
that.
badass, he was unstoppable, non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years.
I wondered what
somehow
Kratos
stumbling
did
into
do
Norse
after he
mythology
killed like
where
the
he
Greek
met Faye,
pantheon and
his
how he
second
ended
wife.
up
Good
in
start, buddy.
the Norse
Kratos
mythology. I'm gonna
had
have
a
to
new
look
lease
more
on
into
life,
that,
but he could not
especially when I
escape
get
his
around to
past
playing the God of War
mistakes.
games.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn
Wow.
it, not again. But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault.
So Faye
this
must
time.
be like his
And
new
Faye
wife.
left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan axe.
The
Far from
Leviathan
the
axe.
whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
The
What?
witch's Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance.
Who is-
And it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Asir.
Too bad
Bro.
he just can't help but get in trouble with gods.
Oh my God,
But
who
now
the-
he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds.
And that's
Kratos'
actually really
Spartan
impressive.
rage
Kratos is able to
summons an
control
inner
his anger
strength
now,
with magical
supposedly.
properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is
For real.
problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He
What
even has
is
relics
that?
and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
What?
Oh, and that fire giant
That's
would be
crazy.
the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me,
Oh my
Thor.
gosh.
I know.
And Kratos
but
beat
he
him?
Can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the world tree, which is like
Okay.
the literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's
Oh my
very
God.
existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free
Imagine.
the Norse world, Kratos
Okay,
reclaimed
so let's look at this. This is okay. So it looks like this is just some of his Greek feats. Okay, yeah, he basically killed the entire Greek pantheon, climbed out of the underworld. Now I see why people say like Kratos is too angry to die. Forced Atlas to hold up the universe forever, crazy. Killed Kronos, who overthrew the creator of the Greek universe. Released hope into the Greek and Norse realms. Survived being being thrown across the planet, reconciled with his past to become a better god, defeated Atlas, Hercules, Zeus, Thor, and Odin, fought Shovel Knight to a standstill. Yeah, if you can't understand it by now, Kratos is that guy.
And old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy.
Man, I gotta, dude, I need to play these games,
Kratos
man.
made a lifetime of mistakes.
I need to see how far Kratos has come.
Different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
Wow. Woo!
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood
I
Gold.
don't care about no damn sponsor. Get this shit on my face, bro.
Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens. Only
So
to
this is
rise from the
Asura's
depths of
origins.
Naraka
Ooh, I
after
can't wait to hear
12,000
this.
years.
After 12,000 years, he's
Bro,
free
what?
to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath.
Asura, my
Alongside 7
boy.
other demigods.
Okay, so let's look at his background. He's obviously way older than Kratos. He has like 11,000 years on him. He's a demigod. He's the father of Mithra and the husband of Durga. Former member of the 8 guardian generals who ended up betraying him, from what I remember from when I played the game. He likes his family, Yasha and the hot spring. Dislikes the 7 deities, Chakravartin, who is the god of the universe, who Asura actually beat. So that's actually really impressive in its own right. Hearing it, if this last one, hearing his daughter, if you make his daughter cry, you're cooked, you're finished, you're done. Run! Chosen inheritor of the universe. Yeah, after he ended up beating the god of his universe, I think, or not after he beat, I think the god of Chakravartin offered him to like join him, which is insane. And they put him in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer.
That's mantra, right?
By
Yep.
advancing technology with mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic.
Man, they were all bad though,
they
bro.
could each harness mantra through a different emotional affinity.
Yeah, that's what I
For
remember.
August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
Dude,
I'll give you
August's
one chance
boss
to
fight
guess
was
what
so
Asura's
good.
is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra.
Yep.
A state powerful
Asura
enough
has-
to
he's
subdue
got a
the
couple forms on
embodiment
him.
of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right?
Literally. They put Anakin in there.
Say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently.
And you know, that's why I feel like a lot of people, whenever they do these death battles, they get that like so confused with Asura, that he's just like this one-dimensional character who's always angry all the time and just wants to punch something. But if you actually get to play the game and you get to know him, he just wants to protect his family, and you know, he feels betrayed. And you know, he's a good guy deep down, but just don't piss him off. And don't make his daughter cry.
Evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra.
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
Which gave Asura's prideful commander
Deus
an idea.
I remember
And he
him.
could weaponize Mithra.
He's a bad
literally
guy.
Wiring her up to a super weapon. The Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well,
Okay.
obviously Asura wasn't gonna
Dude,
go
they need
along
that's
with that.
Wizen. Look at his
So
fat
Deus
ass.
blamed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped
Dude, they
Mithra,
really
and
need to
then
make this
just
into an
straight up killed
anime,
him.
man. I would definitely
What a
watch.
dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die.
Just like
So long as
Kratos,
a
man.
single part of his body remains and can possess.
Kratos and Asura, they're actually two very, very similar characters. Like very, very similar. So it kind of pains me a little bit in the heart that, you know, I'm watching this death battle and they have to fight, unfortunately.
Mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld.
I remember this
between life and
theme.
death. Thanks to some
This is the
coaxing from a
August
strange
boss
golden
fight theme.
spider, he did just that with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So
That's
Asura
crazy,
got
bro.
really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw
Oh my
giants
gosh,
like
dude, I
ragdolls,
gotta go back and
shatter
play this
whole
game,
moons,
man. It's
and
bringing
destroy
back a lot of good
fellow deity,
memories.
Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger? Look at this.
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He
What?
can
I didn't
propel
know
himself with
that.
Mantra to fly.
So let's look at his stats. Enhance his strength, speed, durability, and stamina. Rapid fire and homing charge projectiles, energy spirals, waves, explosions, a mantra arm, propelled flight, mantra of wrath, one of the 8 mantra affinities, increases Asura's strength the angrier he gets, manifests fire from mantra, he can resurrect, enables transformations, and he has the mantra reactor. Asura is that guy.
Harden his fist to break steel. Fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Literally the
Asura's
same model they
kind of guy
used.
who
Just
wants to
changed
be
her
a great
name.
dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a ref in a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too.
Man,
along with her
bro.
whole village.
The gods were very
Sparking
fucked up
Asura
people
to
in this game,
unleash
from what I
his
remember.
Berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking
That's
angry,
Yasha.
he built up enough mantra
that's like
to
his best
match him,
friend?
even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet
Exactly.
Even in Berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's
That is
anger
insane.
raised to levels
Yeah, so these are, I think, all of his transformations, if I'm not mistaken. He has his Vajra Asura with the metallized arms, and then he has his 6-armed Vajra with the 6 metallized arms. The Berserker aura, that's when he just goes ape shit, okay? The 4 mantra arms and mantra bolts and beams. That's personally my favorite form. And then he has Wrath Asura, and then the mantra Asura, which is like the supercharged metallized arms, and then he has his destructor form where he just like, bro, he's like the size of a freaking planet. It's really cool. He's definitely gonna need to pull that out for this fight. I'm expecting them to 100% bring that form out.
so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely
Dude, that
shit
form
stomping
reminds
a
me of like the
snobby
Nine Tails form
demigod's face in.
or
It's
Four
okay,
Tails
though. His
Naruto.
brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again.
Nice,
Just in
nice.
time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His
Wow,
mantra form,
dude.
finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's
I gotta be honest, if I was like blind going into this death battle and I was just like watching death battle lists, Kratos' and Asura's feats, I'm not gonna lie, I would probably choose Asura's feats over Kratos because everything that Asura does, it just looks so much more impressive because like, you know, the big explosions, all those transformations, like it just visually looks so much better than anything Kratos has ever done. But I will have to say that Kratos just fights beings that scale higher than the beings like, you know, in Asura's Wrath. So that's why I feel like Kratos would win at the end of the day. And his feats are just overall more impressive. But the stuff that Asura does, I'm not gonna lie, it does look cool.
wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop.
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually
Chakravartin,
the creator of mantra and the entire
I remember
universe.
this part.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it. That thing can literally hold a galaxy.
Literally,
in its
look at
palm.
all those
Naturally,
galaxies or
Asura had the
universes he's
statue
holding,
through
bro.
hands.
Enter the mantra reactor.
Asura
Capable
beat
of
that.
holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to
Wow.
the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny. when that was never who he was. His
He's a
rage was
protector.
really a shield to protect humanity, and
Facts.
most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet! Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas.
Shit's
dodged
crazy,
planet-sized
man.
lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars.
Chakravartin was understandably
Okay, so these are Chakravartin's feats. He annihilated the planets and stars, or maybe these might be Asura's feats actually. Rescued Mithra after 12,500 years of suffering. Shredded through an army of Goma while without arms. Made August draw his sword for the 2nd time ever. And you guys should look up your lore on August, because he's one of the most powerful 8 deities, right after Deus, if I'm not mistaken. Defeated Wizen, August, Deus, Goma, Vlitra, Yasha, and Chakravartin. And he fought Akuma only to... Akuma? What does Akuma have on Asura? What?
impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Just to punch his ass in the face.
As if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally
This is why I
beat
love
the
Asura so
QTEs
much,
out
man.
of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic
Yeah,
explosion.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That is
Chakravartin dead,
beating the
so
god
was
of your
the concept
universe.
of
Woo!
mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass.
Oh,
ready to
look
smack
at
a
him.
random thug, a meteor,
Look at the Wizen
or
reincarnated too.
Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay.
If you make
Now
Asura's
that's a
daughters
god I
cry,
can get
it's
behind.
GG's. See? He's just misunderstood.
battle is sponsored
I don't want
by
to watch
Prize
this!
All right, the combatants are set, and we've
Oh my
run their
God,
data
they're about
through
to do
all
it.
possibilities.
It's time for a dead battle!
Oh, they're doing it. They're doing it. Oh my gosh, I really want to know who they're gonna make win this, bro. Like I said, my money's on Kratos, you guys. Let me know who you guys are gonna think is gonna win this in the comment section down below. Woo! Wow, look at this. The animation's beautiful. Where are they?
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia.
Asura, back down, bro. You're not winning this.
Not for long.
Why are you trying to?
You do not want this fight.
Why are you trying to fight him? What did Kratos do? Oh! He's not gonna hurt her, dude. Oh, okay, okay. Ugh. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, that's. Did he transform or is powered up? Damn. Okay. Oh my, bro, they're literally tearing up the environment. This is crazy. Bro, look at how many times Asura has already transformed and Kratos is still in his base form, bro. That should already say enough. Oh my gosh, look at this.
You let your wrath consume you.
Unfazed
I
as
have
hell,
been
bro.
down that
That's
road
why I love
before.
Kratos.
Shut up! Very well.
Bro, this is so good. The quality of this animation. What is that, bro? When is it? Let me know what that weapon is, bro. Wow. Oh! Oh my gosh. Kratos is literally eating those punches. That's it, man. It's GG's. What did I tell you guys, bro? Oh, he's still alive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, Kratos, you better run. You better run. Run! Oh my gosh! Are they in a new dimension? Kratos is just like unfazed. He's like, bro, this is literally child's play, bro. Wow. Yeah, yeah.
This is the fire!
Oh, man, it's destroyer form! Oh my Kratos! Oh no! Look at this nigga! Bro! No way! One!
Not heard me yet, Titan!
Oh my!
But you deserve a worthy end!
Kratos! Oh my fucking gosh! That's it? He's done. He used the Blade of Olympus, which can absorb all energies.
A monster no longer.
Dude, I was not expecting the fight to be this good.
I never was.
Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh. Man. I knew this is how it was gonna end all along, bro. This is Kratos, man. I knew it was over because usually, and I don't hear this for the case of Asura, you know, a lot of people will compare Kratos to Goku and Sun Wukong, which I think the Sun Wukong is a little bit of a stretch because Wukong is just so much more above the both of them, in my opinion at least. But call me crazy, I think Kratos could beat Goku.
What? KO!
Wow,
Well,
bro.
I guess Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
Okay, so I wonder how they're gonna rank this. I definitely think with speed, they're kind of relative. Experience goes to Asura, of course, because he's older. Versatility, that's easily Kratos, and power, I'm gonna give to Kratos.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember,
He
as
for sure
usual, we
could.
look
He
at
for
these
sure
characters
could.
at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun
Wow,
god.
dude,
From the
that
moment
is
he's introduced,
that
Helios
fight
is
was
emphasized to be
amazing.
immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to
2.45
assume their
quadrillion
speeds
times
are
faster than
generally
light.
even.
But what does
Yeah, just
speed
like I
matter if you don't
assumed.
know how to use it? Let's cover experience.
Asura takes
lived
this for
across
sure.
Centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
I don't know about that now. That's a lie.
But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match
Yeah.
all the weapons.
Oh yeah.
and abilities
Kratos easily takes
had.
this.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies.
Yep.
Like Mantra.
Yeah, when Asura
Jesus,
loses all his
dude.
Mantra energy,
I knew it
that's
was
it
over
for him.
whenever
So
Kratos
the
pulled out
Dropnir
the Blade of
Spears and the Blade
Olympus,
of Olympus
bruh.
gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility. And multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If
Facts.
he could, Asura's resurrections take years
Man.
or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do. If this came
Nah, I'm
down
giving
to
the
who
power
had the
category
bigger
to Kratos
kaboom,
for
he'd
sure.
kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak,
Dude.
Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size
Oh,
of this
they're really doing
galaxy-eclipsing
body
statue,
scaling
we
off
can determine
pictures
its
now, dude?
volume.
That's crazy.
Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely
What?
impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Okay.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So
Uh-huh.
Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or
Oh, yeah,
even
for
more.
sure.
Using an official
Far
map
more.
and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's
What?
almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean,
No,
realm-shattering
Kratos
supergiant
did that?
doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's
No
the thing,
way.
isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura.
Dude,
but
that is
we do.
insane,
Helios'
bro.
speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him.
Yep.
Kronos
Dude,
defeated
that-
the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
That is
But hey,
insane,
Capcom,
dude. I didn't even know
if you give us
Kratos did
Asura's
that, bro.
wrath too, we'll try this again.
Asura should take that fight against
Asura,
Ryu.
as the sun rises, the god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
Just like I said, just like I told you guys, man.
But what if?
Huh? Hold up. It's not done. You just gonna stand there, Kratos? Oh, say goodbye to your head, buddy. I remember the button mash whenever I was younger. No way. Oh, he's cooked, bro. Asura literally sent Kratos to the afterlife. That must be like his Former family? I don't remember him having a daughter.
And that concludes
Oh my
picks for
gosh,
Asura's
bro.
Map 2. The end. Next time on
Wow.
Death Battle.
Oh my gosh, you guys. That was... Let's give a round of applause first, man. That was... Yep. That was so good, you guys. I was not expecting the animation to be that good. I knew Death Battle was gonna cook, but to that degree, they exceeded my expectations 100%. But man, like I said, I wasn't surprised from the very beginning who was gonna win that. Like I said, I knew Kratos was gonna win that. His feats are just more impressive. The enemies, in my opinion, that he's fought are more impressive than the enemies that Asura's fought. But don't get me wrong, I love Asura too, but I just think Kratos is stronger and better, you know? Honestly, like I said earlier, if we were just listing their feats bar for bar and I went into this blind without not knowing a single one of their abilities, I probably would go with Asura if I'm not lying, because the things that Asura has done versus Kratos, it just looks more impressive, you know? Man, that was crazy. That shit was so good. But I think that's it. If you guys want to see more reactions, just let me know what else you would like for me to check out. I'll definitely do it. I kind of want to grow and expand my channel a little bit. I'm kind of in my Souls phase right now, just kind of playing all the Souls games, and I'm gonna update you guys on what games I'm gonna play later. But you know, I kind of want to start doing more content, like, you know, reactions and maybe IRL stuff, man. We'll see what the future has. But I love you guys. Thank you guys all so much for the recent support. I'll see you guys hopefully in another reaction video or like another Bloodborne video after this. But yeah, Celeste out.